Right, and welcome back to Stretford Paddock. Stephen Howson out here outside sunny Old Trafford as usual for the transfer review. What are you doing? They're gonna know that we're all fucking green screen. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, we're in an alleyway. First up then on the transfers, we are talking about Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo. Hang on, before we start, let's get on the does it make sense on it. Right. Cody Gakpo, does he play in Holland? Yes, he does. One of the best players in the Eredivisie last year, actually, if you want to get technical. What's being said about Cody Gakpo? Well, it says that United are supposedly interested in him, and especially at £35 million, that we might be having a little tickle about a bit of Cody Gakpo. Very, very, very early days in this one, I feel, but it is one I actually think is doable for United. This seems to be the sort of transfer we're getting done with a little bit of a quickness this season especially. Gakpo, from what I've seen, looks pretty exciting, looks pretty raw, I think it's safe to say. Plays off the left, comes inside onto his right foot. Off the left, you say? Yep. Place where he's got loads of position. Yep. Not off the right, nope. Or up front. He has played up front, but you know, it's not his forte. If you had to say, pick a position where you're playing, he's going to go and stand over on the left wing. That's what he does. That's where he plays, and that's what he's all about. So, why are we in an alleyway, Steve? We had a technical difficulty outside Old Trafford. We did our bit, or I did my bit. Hear me, huh? Behind that, you know who it is and all, don't you? He did not do his bit. Joe last week, the camera was going boop, boop, boop. But he was doing it again. So we had to switch the camera out. It's awesome. Anyway, Cody Gakpo to United. Do I think there's anything in it? I do. But it's early doors yet. So I'm going to say 3 out of 10. Joe last week was like the Chelsea show. Josip Juranovic, Celtic right back, might as well be. Chelsea apparently are interested in him. So what does that mean? Well, it means some lazy arsehole has decided to just go, United need a right back, don't they? Write that down. So someone's wrote that down. Do I think Chelsea are in for a right back? If they are, why? Reece James is absolutely belting, isn't he? Why would they be in for another right back? So, do I think Chelsea are in for him? Okay, no, I don't. Do I think United are in for him? No, I fucking don't. 0 out of 10. Absolute fucking rhubarb. Frenkie de Jong. Every week it's been getting more and more depressing about what's going on with Frenkie de Jong. What's going on now? Well, what's going on now is Chelsea are starting to make the confident noises that they're about to get this shit done. Last week, what do we give him? A 6 out of 10 to United? I'm going to have to say 5 out of 10 for Frenkie de Jong this very weekend, because it honestly now feels like the tide has started to shift. The talk of him coming to United, now, sometimes when everything just gets agreed, there is no talk, and you do have a little bit of a late flurry. Notice this with some of the ones that we get linked with on here. The week before they sign for fucking whoever they sign for, there'll always be a last-minute little flurry. Oh, United, yeah? Even happened with Pep. That's what the City fans made a whole thing of me and Gaz talking about him, right? And I didn't say anything about him whatsoever, but they still managed to make a little edit out of him because we covered it in the news. Whenever someone's about to sign for someone else, there's always a little bit of a flurry at other clubs and rumours and stuff like that. I'm not saying that's what's happening with Frenkie de Jong, but it often goes quiet once all of that shit's agreed. In my head, he is not wanted at Barcelona. He got booed at training yesterday. Roll that, VT.
¡Bájate el sueldo, perra! ¡Bájate el sueldo, perra!
Leaving training or arriving for training, he got booed. And what did he get booed for, Steve? Because he wants his wages. A fair day's pay for a fair day's work. How do you expect him to live on anything less than 560,000 euros a week? Hey, with gas prices the way they are, with fuel prices the way they are, hey, cost of living crisis, hey. How do you expect a man to feed his fucking... Has he got kids? Hey? On less than €500,000 a week? Are you mad? I'm worried about how much he's going to cost in wages for us if he was to come, and I think that could be a very real sticking point. And I think that Chelsea are a legitimate target for him. He is moving from Barcelona, and I think it's whether he fucking likes it or not. Where does he go from here? I'm going to give it 5 out of 10 because I think it's pure 50-50 right now. Rabiot. Did we even cover Rabiot last week, or is this literally just sped up? It didn't, did it? Now, this literally sped up after the Brighton game. We didn't even talk about Rabiot last week. What's your thoughts on Rabiot, Steve? I think he's McTominay with longer hair. I'm worried that Ten Hag sees him as a starter. I'm worried that he sees him as an elite upgrade. I read that today. I don't like that. Do I think he's coming? Yeah, I do. I do, actually. I don't think Rabiot is anywhere near as good as someone that we need to be getting to play starter in that position. If he was just to bolster the squad out and he wasn't going to cost us too much, you go, yeah, fuck it, go on then. But he's coming in on first team money. And we don't have an infinite money pool. So I think we've got to cut our cloth accordingly. And for me, this is not a great signing. But I think it is going to happen. Fee's been agreed, according to the Republican, the fee's been agreed a long time ago. It's now just about the fine negotiations in terms of getting it over the line, in terms of his wages. John Murtaugh's over there in Turin at the moment. Crossing the T's and dotting the I's, probably. I can see this one happening. I don't think it's 9 out of 10 territory, but I think it's more than 7 out of 10 territory, which means 8 out of 10. Right, that was the ins, this is the outs. We're going to start with Eric Bailly. Eric Bailly is supposedly considering offers from Marseille and Monaco. That might be true. It might be a coincidence that someone somewhere was like, one of them French teams are in for Eric Bailly. And they go, oh, yeah, which one? They go, begins with an M. Forget which one. So you're going, well, how do I say French team that begins with an M, but I forget which one in my article? And they've gone, just fucking put Marseille. Oh, Monaco. Put Monaco as well. Here's a free one. Montpellier. Throw them in the fucking mixer. Is he going to any of them? I don't fucking know. Looked like he was going Roma a few weeks ago. Here's what I do know. He's clearly not on the Christmas card list, is he? Someone somewhere's like, hey, tell him to get to fuck. Give him a one-way ticket to who the fuck cares and get him out of the door quick time. Before the end of the window, I reckon. And yet again, I stand here going, Steve, what is the update for Philip of Jones? Are you signing him at Paddock? Now, we might be signing a Premier League defender. It is not Philip of Jones. I was going to say sadly, I don't know if who's sad at that. I don't know. If anyone's got any ideas what's going on with Phil Jones, answers on a postcard to the usual address, please, and we'll read them out next week. Eric Bailly to a French team beginning with an M. 5 out of 10. Right, this one hurts. This one hurts a lot. And this one hurts a lot because there's a lot of very, very, very strong opinions in a very negative sense on this. And this is Marcus Rashford to PSG. The fuck did you just say? Yep, you heard. So, all right, what's going on with Marcus Rashford to PSG? Okay, the situation is this. 12 months left on his contract with the option for a +1. As it stands, the +1 hasn't been taken up by Manchester United, but it probably will be. Those things usually get enacted if the club wants it. There has to be usually quite a strong reason why they don't. So those things are usually enacted. So we're not quite at the 12-month panic stations just yet. This 2-year to 18-month point, i.e. the next 6 months, this is where contracts get negotiated. So my take on this is, his agent is just saying, let it be known that he's interested in him, sign a new deal. I don't think that the interest in him from Paris Saint-Germain is anything to worry about. And from what I can read in between the reports that I've saw, it doesn't necessarily seem that the interest from him in wanting to leave is serious at all. So for all the people saying, you told Ronaldo to get to fuck, the circumstances aren't the same, the situation isn't the same, and the response isn't the same. Did he show up for pre-season training? Has he done all of the other things? Has he been leaving at half-time? You can't compare these things like for like, right? You can't. And also, Ronaldo has tried to leave twice and actually left once. It's a completely different circumstance. If it looks like, because you never really get it out from the player's mouth, do you? If it's very obvious, Marcus is trying to leave this window, yeah, he'll get the same treatment. There's the door. Good luck with the rest of your career, right? That's exactly what he'll get. But that's not the case. You're not seeing his agent coming out saying he don't want to be at the fucking club. You haven't seen that. That's what you saw with Paul Pogba. You've not seen his agent come out and disrespect the club. You won't because he's a United fan. He's not going to do that anyway. Even if he does actually want to leave, he's not going to do that. So the circumstances are not the same. They aren't the same. So you can't treat them the same. That being said, if he wants to go, go. Do I think he's going to go to Paris Saint-Germain this window? No. I actually think it's just a play to get a new deal. So Marcus Rashford to PSG, 0 out of 10. What I will say is, though, I expect more loyalty from you guys as United fans. This is a guy that played with a broken back following a 20-goal and 15-assist season. If he replicates that this year, quite rightly, everyone creaming their pants over him. Those numbers are elite numbers. I don't give a fuck who you are. Those numbers need to be respected. And a player that plays with a broken back, for me, gets another roll of the dice. He gets another chance. Now, last season, he was shit. There is no fucking sugarcoating it whatsoever. He was shit. I think he knows he was shit, and he knows he has to be better. And for the last 4 or 5 months or so, I've been saying the next 6 weeks, the first 6 weeks of the Premier League season are absolutely critical to Marcus Rashford. If he reaches the heights or even shows potential of reaching the heights that we saw in that 20-goal season that he had not too long ago, all will be forgiven about last season. We put it down to a blip and everybody moves on and enjoys a fantastic player that we've got. If the form looks like last season, the knives are out already. I know the comments in this is going to be minging for a lot of people because they're going to disagree, right? And you're entitled to disagree, and I'm entitled to fucking not have to agree with you either, right? If his form replicates what we saw last season, yeah, you've got a decision to make. He's on a significant wage. His star will be fading on that front. The club may decide to cash in on that, but I'd rather be hopeful and wrong than fucking pessimistic and right. And I believe Marcus Rashford can get back to his best. And I fucking want him to get back to his best. Absolutely destroying the Scousers, retiring players at City and scoring fucking mega goals in FA Cup semi-finals. That's what Marcus Rashford needs to get back to doing. If he is thinking about new challenges, here's the challenge I've got for you. Marcus, start for Manchester United week in, week out, and have everyone be happy with that at the moment, because I don't think that's the case right now. Be the player we know you can be. Put it all into that badge and watch the fan base fall in love with you all over again. That's the new challenge. Get back in the fucking team and start playing like the player that we know you can be. Simple as that. 0 out of 10 is going to fucking Paris, not over my fucking dead body.